All right, boys and girls, welcome back to the drive-thru for a special remix edition of 8-2. Looks like we're going to have to audio over this one. Talking about similarity here today, okay? I'd like for you to take your hands and put them up. Now, clap them together, okay? Your hands are congruent. They are the exact same shape and the exact same size, unless you've been part of some sort of accident maybe, or you have a birth defect. It's amazing that biology creates so much symmetry. It's really kind of cool, and if you ever get into biology, you'll enjoy that part of it, I think. There's a lot of math to it, okay? All right, now, put your hand against your neighbor's. Your hands are similar. They are not the exact same size, but they are the exact same shape. Now, they might be the exact same shape and the exact same size, but they're still similar. So a loose definition of similar are two things that are the exact same shape. Okay? More importantly than the definition, though, let's look at the properties. The corresponding sides are proportional. We'll talk about that. But I will say, that's the question a lot of you will miss on your quiz. It's a fill-in-the-blank questions. You guys are going to write congruent, because you're so used to CP, okay? The corresponding angles are congruent, but the corresponding sides are what? They are proportional. And then the ratio between the corresponding sides is the same thing as the ratio between the two perimeters. Okay? So let's go take a look at that. If I could just get to the next slide more quickly. Come on. There you go. All right, so here we've got two similar pentagons, Grace and Serby, okay? Now I've got a cute little pentagon there that I just called Penta. It was an extra one that was left over. So, first let's talk about a similarity statement. A similarity statement is very similar, for the lack of a better term, to a congruent statement. The order matters. Your similar symbol is a tilde. You see that little wavy thing that's at the top left of the keyboard? That's called a tilde, or a tilde. That is your similar sign. That equal sign means exact same size. That little tilde sign means the exact same shape. So when you put them together, when you have same side and same shape, what does that sign mean? Congruent. There you go. Mind blown. That's what we've been writing all year. We're combining the same size with the same shape. So here, if I tell you that Grace is similar to Serby, then we know that angle G must be congruent to what? To angle S. Very good. And we know that angle R is congruent to angle U. And we know that angle A is congruent to angle R. Sorry. Oh, yeah, that's probably a bad way to do it. But, and so on and so on, okay? Now, let's look at the proportional parts. GR over SU will give you a fraction. That fraction will have to have the same value as RA over UR. That will have to have the same value as GE over SI, etc., etc., etc. It will also have the same value as the perimeter of Grace over the perimeter of Serby. All of those will have the same fractions. So, for example, if GR is 1, come on, speed it up. Speed it up. GR is 1, and SU is 3, and then we find out that GE is 2, then SI must be 6. That's what proportional means, okay? So those are the properties of similar figures. Now let's just do one example here. We're given a similarity statement that triangle BAT is similar to triangle MOT, okay? So let's just get some labeling going on. We know that OT is 15, BT is 12, TM is 9, and we are looking for AO, so we will call AO x. We will call it x. All right, now, one thing that helps me when I do these problems is to peel the triangles apart. That stops me from making any stupid assumptions. Notice that that side is 15 plus x. On the other triangle, we have a 9 and a 15. Okay? We're going to use this picture to set up a proportion. Let's label the similarity statement to make sure that we follow the right order. So we know that AT is to OT like BT is to MT. So we'll fill in what we got. You got 15 plus X is to 12, like, oh shoot, that should be to 15. It's still going to work just fine. I basically said AT over BT is OT over MT. It'll still work out to be the exact same answer, okay? I just used a different proportion. You cross multiply. You're left with 45 plus 9x is equal to 180. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. So 135 plus 9x equals 180. Subtract 135 from both sides. You get 9x equals 45. Divide each side by 9. You get x equals 5. And that is what AO is. Boom!